Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to cancel that one. And yeah. So if you can see me on your TV, honey, that's because I started tomorrow's today by mistake. And I'm going to... Now it says I'm on both. This is so friggin' weird. I'm going to end one. So I'm ending the one that is day 13. And I'm going to go back and start day 12. All right. End that one. So I'm going to reset up tomorrow's. I guess. Something like that. Dismiss. Let's go over to the correct one. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It says stream finished. Refreshing the screen. Am I in there? Okay. Looks like I'm there now. This is the weirdest thing. I do apologize, guys. It's kind of where I told my computer to go to the wrong one, and y'all were in one. It's like I had the chat. It's like, why is this not working? Anyway, hello, hello, welcome. I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and if you guys don't already know this, usually it's not a Debbie feed. It's not a Debbie J stream unless something goes wrong. I think I need to move the feed over Foxy because you can't read it when it pops up. So give me a second to do that because, yeah, I know y'all want to be able to do the Todd alert, which he is here today. He's got some audio testing and stuff that he needs to do with the equipment in the house. So he may he may wind up making noise in the background, but I hope not. Hope not. I need that one to go over the top. There we go. Up, it went into, I don't want it in the thing. I want it over the thing. Let's move it back down. Let's close that. Let's move that one down. There we go. Now, hopefully, it'll be in the correct
program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
And I just moved Tangia over the top, too. So, anywho, how is everybody doing today? Goodness, the gremlins are after you again. I know, right? It happens, and I have no problem with it. It is what it is. Okay, it wasn't you, Deb. It was me. Why I couldn't hear you. Fixed you. Okay, now you can. Thank you for saying it's a lovely voice, because you know what? I think my voice is way too high, especially when I try to be Pixie Dragon, because I'm about an octave above Ronan, and when he raises his voice up to little Caddy's voice, it's a bit bigger too. Mouse has had a 5-stream streak. Fabulous. Yeah, so we this is not the typical I'm trying to think of how to describe my YouTube channel, because I just realized, like, within the last couple of days that my channel has kind of gone through a transition over the last couple of months. It went from doing a lot of tutorials that were video. Well, actually, the last year it's gone through a transition, but more so over the last couple of months. So we started off with doing a lot of tutorials. I did a lot of videos, a lot of recorded videos, posture check. Yes. What? Did you just laugh again, or did you cough? Okay, so Todd did what I do, and he tried to breathe in his coffee. Doesn't work. Anyway, used to be, we did a lot of videos, a lot of tutorials, a lot of process going from point A to point Z of creating a card project. We did a lot of those, right? And what it has become now is more live stream chaos while we're making a card. So we're still doing the card stuff, but we're having a lot of chaos, especially if Ronan pops in to the chat with us. And we love our Ronan. Yeah, he's awesome. Anyway, something that Jen sent me a message. Oh my God. Here we go.
Beware. If you proceed from this point in the Craftosphere, you will have entered the Chaos Zone.
Ronan is in the chat. And don't be saying I'm being rude. I said we love you, Ronan. We love you. Yes, Teresa. Yeah, I kind of messed things up. I went into our day 13. Today is day 12. Today is December the 12th. So today is day 12 of our thing. I need a sound effect. I know, I do. I need to come up with something. That'll be so fun. I need to work on some more things, and these are some of the fun things that I want to do, but there's a lot of the things that I need to do. One of the things that I needed to do and got done yesterday was I went back through all of the winners, because we drew winners yesterday morning for the celebration, the 8K celebration that we did over the month of November and the first week of December. And I have a lot of prizes personally that I'm giving out. So I went ahead and got all of, even if you didn't claim it, if you won it and you won my a class from me or the membership from me, I went ahead and got that set up and sent out emails to y'all. Okay, so if you think you won, be sure to check your email. If you don't know if you won, watch the video. We did a video yesterday morning with all of that. So this is going back to everybody who has won either one of my workshops and classes or the 30 days of Spark Ignited. I got both of those set up so that if you have Spark, if you have the Spark Ignite one, the way that works is that you get Spark Ignite comes with the last 12 months of live workshops that were recorded and put onto the site. So I do have, I think right now it's like at 13, meaning I need to clean up the last one. So you've got all of those, okay? If you won one of my workshops, you get to pick what you get. You get to pick which one it is, which means we have a workshop tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you're at Ignite, you can come to that. And if you need help figuring out how to get there, let me know. I can guide you. It's going to be on the Spark website. There is a section that is for Ignite classes. So you can go in there and you can go to that class. So you have access to that to go live with us. If you have the class, you can pick the one that's happening tomorrow, or you can pick one of the other ones. It is entirely up to you. But I wanted to make sure that I got those out to you now in case you wanted to do the last minute cards using stencils. This is our last minute card, Christmas cards using stencils is what the workshop is for tomorrow. Okay. If you didn't get either of those, you can still get the workshop. You can still get in on tomorrow's workshop. If you'd like to, just go to edu.wjscraftingcorner.com. Okay. I will be moving all of the workshops into Spark as soon as I have some time. That's like near the top of my to-do list. Right now, they aren't in there. They're not available for you to get a la carte. So we still have the two separate websites, but I plan on consolidating the two so that it's all in one place and easier and looks better and all the things. That's my goal. Carol says she will try to get on. Yay. That'll be fun. Like I said, it's at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's just going to be doing some crafting together. Hopefully I'll teach you something too. Ronan's not going to be in the background to distract us this time because it is a workshop or class, but we're going to have a lot of fun. If Ronan wants to get into the voice chat, I probably need to get in there myself just in case. But if he wants to join us, he can today. That is entirely up to him. But we're going to go ahead and look at... Yes, Grandma, you made it in 3 days in a row. That's fabulous. There's some folks that I try to get in on all of their lives and I don't get a chance to. And over on Twitch, it has this thing where it lets you know what your stream streak is, like how many in a row have you gone to. And I think that's fabulous. And I have to figure out how to make that happen on YouTube. That would be so cool. I kind of have an idea in my head how it might work, but it's going to be a lot of behind the scenes coding, and I haven't had a chance to even think about that. But that's what I worked on yesterday, so that you guys know kind of where we're at, and that if you won one of my workshops or the Ignite membership, you should have access to it now. You will need to go and check your email because it's coupon codes and all the things. Jen, you told me that. I know. If you miss one, it does that. I'm sorry, honey. I mean, I had to go in there to try to save the one that I've got for Andy Lippy because I didn't get a chance to pop in there this morning before he stopped. So luckily supposedly it has it where if you go into the Twitch stream during that little bit of time, you can do it. Ooh. Oh, okay. So, Ronan says, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to. I have a date for someone to stare into my eyes. I think that means he has an eye doctor appointment. But it could be that just that him and Nerdy are going out for lunch and Nerdy's going to stare into his eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Brennan says it's an optometrist. Okay. One thing I do want to let y'all know for the Twitch side, I didn't know about this. Thank you, Jen. Jen told me about something that is happening on Twitch. It's called Holiday Hoopla. Apparently, it's been out since the 26th, and I didn't know about it. But it's where I'm going to be able to add special emotes over there. So I've put the tag in like I'm supposed to, so we're going to see what happens. And it says, keep your eye out for the fairy mod mother who will be making surprise appearances to spread holiday cheer in participating streamers' channels. So who knows? There might be some additional emotes that pop up over there on the Twitch side, and we may wind up with the fairy mod mother. I have no idea. This is something I didn't know was a thing, and I don't remember seeing it on anybody's stream before. But apparently, the mod mother has been out for a while. There's something else that I need to try to do, but I'm not going to do it yet because I ran out of time. Y'all just like having the elfie guy. All right, we're going to pull out... We're going to pull out our Advent Calendar. Ilka says, I got the membership and already watched the past class, but I don't find the upcoming one. Well, did I not put it? It should have been there because I thought I put it there like a month ago. If I didn't, I do apologize. It should be like the very first one. Let me take a look at Spark. And since we're talking about Spark, I might as well show y'all some of the things. Let me move that out of the way. It looks like there's another update today. I wonder what that is. I'm just curious. I'm not really interested in auto updates. Alrighty. So here is what our community hub looks like. Besides the kitty's in the way. Let me move this so that y'all can see it better. So this is the main page for when you log in. You're able to log in this section and then go to the community hub. And let's see if it's going to take me where it's supposed to. Come on. There we go. I had to wait for it to think. So when you're going to the Ignite membership workshops, it's one of these little titles. It's over on the left-hand side. And I think I'm going to actually move this a little bit more. There. So Ignite membership workshops. I just clicked on that and I'm going to the top. Ooh, it's not in there. Okay, thank you so much because apparently I didn't put it in there when I set it up. So I have to add that. It should be right here in this center section, but this one is actually the one from last month. So thank you so much for letting me know that so I can get that one set up for y'all. We will check it again tomorrow at noonish because we're doing our regular live stream at noon and then at 3 I'm doing the workshop. Okay? So thank you so much for that. I'm not going to take your guys' time for me to fix that while we're live. So, but this is where you go to look. Okay. So we don't have a whole, I'll be honest, there's not as much in there as what I would like at this point. We have got where's the thing? A resource library that has downloadable resources in here. There's a few. I want to add some more things so you guys have got access to these. So I've got 8 of those so far. I plan on adding more classes. I plan on adding some that are going to be free. Some of them that are going to be a tier. Some of them that are going to be kind of a combo. So I do have some additional things planned, but I haven't had a time. Y'all know how busy I've been that all I've done is hang out with y'all. I have not had time to get it done, but it is in my brain and it is my plan to do. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look inside of this and adjust the camera. There we go. So today is the 12th. Here is the 11th. We just did that one yesterday. And here's the 12th. The 12th is right over here. Let's go ahead and open that up. And hey, Tara. Hey, Jen. I don't know which one it was. It's like I've got a delay. This is weird. So there was a thing saying that somebody new popped in, but I don't. There's the name. It finally showed up in my chat. Hi, Chris. Welcome in, honey. So another thing that I need to work on over the next few days is putting together some card kits for the folks that won those. And the other prize were goodie bags. So I need to start going through my stash again to pull out some stuff to go out in the goodie bags that need to get mailed out. And I plan on getting those mailed out, fingers crossed, next week, along with all my Christmas cards and all the things. So the picture we've got for today is a phone. Okay, old school. Yes, this is a phone. It's not a cell phone. It's an old school rotary phone. You guys, many of you are old enough to know what a rotary phone is. If you're not, ask your mom. Okay. So we've got a die set here for our cute little rotary phone. And I'm going to take out a magnet so I can go ahead and put that on there. And a piece of cardstock so I can glue it down. And Lisa says, ring, ring. That would be cool. We kind of need a telephone kind of, this one's a card base. I don't want a card base. I want a card panel. So I don't waste my card bases. Alrighty. And was there I heard a ding. I don't know why I heard a ding. Oh, somebody must have put, what?
It was me. It was the ding.
You were the ding?
I sent you a picture of the book.
Okay, I heard a ding, and the reason I heard a ding is that Todd decided to send me a picture on the Book of Face. Yes, he is literally 3 feet from me. Yeah, that's about 3 feet. He's about 3 feet from me, and he sent me a Facebook message. We are so bad. We text each other. We Facebook message each other when we're sitting in the same friggin' room. He's laughing over there. Okay. Yeah, it is going to be a cute phone. I've always loved playing. Oh, wait a minute. I don't even know what I'm going to go back up a little bit because just starting with that sounds weird. Okay, so Christine says, I saw an ad for a phone receiver and cord to use with your cell. Oh my God. And then Ruth says, I always loved playing with it. The clickety noises it made when the dial turned back. And Christopher says, hi, hey, Todd. And now he's meowing at us. Really? Charlize says that she used to install phones. Wow. Oh, yeah. I also need the little thingy. I need the little CD. If anybody knows what a CD is. The little CD sleeve, because I need to make sure that it fits in the CD sleeve. So we want it to be approximately... This is a 5x5, and I think I had it where it was like at... Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. Sorry. I wanted to be about half that, so it's going to be 4 inches one direction, and then the other way is going to be just under 5. And I need it to be the actual magnet. Okay, so it's going to be about, is that, how big is this magnet? This magnet is only 7, no wonder. It needs to be 3.5. Okay, and then this way is going to be just under 5. So I think it's like 5 7/8. Now this should fit into my little sleeve. Chris says, I need some coal. I'm going to be 9 degrees here tonight. That is not fun. Now, everyone yawn in unison. I don't like to yawn in unison. I don't like to yawn. It just happens. And I know, I started it. So we have our little phone. So we have the background. We have the front. which I think you could cut this actually out of a couple of different colors so that you could have one for like the base part and one for the little knobbies. I mean, with the little turny thing. And then we have this, which is the cord. Okay, that's the cord. Yeah, it's a cord thing. Okay. So we have those. This is going to be fun. And it goes along well with our sentiment from yesterday because there was one that says something about chatting. So let's pull that out too. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Let's chat soon would go great with this little guy. And I'm going to just grab, because phones can be any color, I got my bin. And I got my color deck. So let's see what colors we're going to do. Chat isn't cross-posting. Okay, let me see what's going on with that because it was acting really, really weird this morning. So I do apologize. Okay. Let me make sure it's doing its thing. I think it is. Select live sources. It's already added. Let's see. Activate. Make sure it's activate. Make sure it's activated. Okay.
I missed you. You remember me, right? I'm not only there at night.
Welcome, sound.
Now tell me where did all your courage go? I'm back. Boom.
And yes, I waited for the full song. Welcome in, Clean. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. You guys put a bunch of hearts in there and welcome our raiders, right? This is Good Clean Gamer. I absolutely, and I don't have the thing. Why didn't I turn up? But I need my other thing to push the right button, which now I gotta wait. Come on. Home, chat. Is it up? There we go. I do want to... I'm waiting for him to say something. I want to give you guys, I want to do a shout out for Good Clean Gamer. Love him. He has got the cleanest, he is the cleanest place on Twitch, even cleaner than my channel, just saying. He does play video games and stuff, and you know what? A lot of times he has his little munchkin in the background playing along with him, so you guys need to check him out. He is one of my favorite people. He really is. He's such a sweetheart. Thank you so much for bringing your folks in and trusting them with little old me. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate it so much. I do see some names in there in the chat that I recognize. So Kawazuka's in the house. Midge is in the house. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much. If I have not said, it's not just you taking over the stream. It's everybody taking over the stream. I know, Jed, everybody is... No! Clean says tears are rolling down his cheek. And this time we have somebody crying that's not crying because Ronan's making him laugh so much. Look at all those hearts. Yay. Thank you, Grandma. Oh, love this. Thank you, guys. Oh, Clean, you know I love you, honey. You know I do. You are awesome. And you're one of the, like I said, you were one of the coolest folks. I think if you were actually streaming after I got done, I would probably be rating off to you a bit, but you're not. You usually finish before I get done. Okay, I need to readjust my desk area. There we go. Just a little tiny bit. So what kind of craft magic is happening today? Good questions. Kawazuka says to dry those tears, sir. We're playing with a crafty advent calendar. Spellbinders put this out. So we've got 24 crafty surprises, especially for card makers. None of these are Christmas card things because you can use this all year round and you're not supposed to open it up until December anyway. So this is what we're playing with, and we have been opening up every day. So today we are on day 12. On the inside of the package, it shows you what it is supposed to be. So it's a telephone. So we've got a new die set to make a little telephone with. And let me pull some of the cards that we've done over the last week out. It's not that one, not that one, not that. This is one we did a couple of days ago where the thing that we got were dies to make little pieces of toast. I think that was super cute. This one, the thing we got in there was sequins, so we made a shaker card. Where are my other ones? Stretching. I don't know if here's the other things we got. I think I put some of the stuff out of the way so that I wouldn't accidentally mess it up. Here's yesterday's, and yes, I did get my stickles to work. Yesterday, we had a sentiment stamp set, so that was this. So, and it was saying, we make a great pair, so I made another card. Christy is saying she's still not seeing the Twitch. I am sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not working. I don't even know how I turned it on. It was one of those things that it just happened to do. Auto find and activate. It's on. And let's see. Ticker. Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking to see if there is a thing over here. Dun, 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 dun. It might be under global. I'll have to look that up. Let me add that to my paper to see why it's not working, because it was something that was included in the Social Stream Ninja that I've been using, so I haven't had to use other things. If I need to, I will turn back on our... Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Let's see, downstream here, effects. I'm going to go ahead and turn back on this. We now have our combined horizontal chat widget until I get this part fixed. I stopped having that on there because we haven't needed it. So hopefully that will help until I get a chance to work on it. Alrighty. Next thing we're going to do, now that we've got... it's so fun. Jen says, idea, repair chat. Yeah, I will do it when I get a chance. Yeah, anyhow. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our cards. This is the DIY color deck from Spellbinders. And it's got a bunch of different, well, let's take a look. We've got a bunch of real pretty images where we can use these for color inspiration. That's what it's designed for. And I have not gone back through and gotten everything faced the right direction. I'm OCD like that, so I need it to be right the direction. And then, of course, we're going to, again, I'm not going to do all of it because it's going to take a bit. This one's even the wrong direction altogether. There we go. Facing all the bills. I used to be a teller. We always had to face the bills. I wasn't going to go through the whole thing, but I kind of have to because it's bugging me. Okay, looks like my bills are all facing the right direction. Santa, we have talked about the eggnog. CDO alphabetically like it should be. Absolutely, Ronan. Okay, Tara says, didn't work, Ruth. Glad you got your coal, though. So now I'm going to do a little bit more shuffling again, since we just looked at all of them. Not that I really remember what any of them are, but still. And then we're going to pick a card, and that's going to be our color inspiration for today's card. And then at the end of the stream, for you guys that are new and don't know what we're doing, I'm really bad. I typically give out, I need to make a lot more cards because on almost every live stream, I give it away. So we're going to be giving away the card we make today. So stick around. We'll be doing that at the end after you guys get to see what it is that we actually make. Okay, I'm just going to randomly pick one. I have my eyes shut. I'm going to go with this one. And we're going to also read off the fun fact that is on the back of the card before we look to see what the colors are. Okay, so fun fact, colors from nature. Pigments that are created from natural elements have been used by artists for centuries. Earth pigments such as yellow ochre, charcoal, and white calcite, along with pigments created from plants, were all common to early artists. Using these colors that literally come from nature, helps create organic and earthly designs. Isn't it funny that everybody wants coal? Yes. Okay. Cleta is going to go ahead and go into the lurk mode before the ads pummel you. Have a lovely Friday and cheers. Let me pull this thing back up one more time and we're going to give him one more quick shout out. So if you're not already following him, just click on that, go ahead and give him a follow and show him some love. And then when you get a chance to, make sure that you check out his streams later on. And he was playing Arc Raiders today. Oh, I love you, honey. Thank you. Okay, so what colors are we going to do? Ooh, we have some peachy, orangey, browns, gray, basically a bunch of fallish earth tones. And I have no idea what I want to do with it. So let's go ahead and grab out a panel. I'm going to do background first, and then we're going to cut out. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. This is going to be the easy part. We're going to do it really quick and easy. While I'm thinking about colors out of my bin over here, we're going to add some color to this one. Should I go with orange, peach, or yellow for a little bit of a wash in the back? We're not going to do a lot of color, and I kind of am liking doing that mostly white and then kind of a color highlight area in the center. I've been liking doing that lately. Hello, Miss Carmen. Welcome in. I have to admit, a lot of times I'm getting the same colors. It's kind of interesting. And these are colors that I don't really use that much. Yesterday I did yellow. We can do orange today. So I've got out my orange brush. And then let's pull out some Simon Hurley. At some point I need to pull out Catherine Pooler also, but today I'm going to do Simon Hurley. Maybe I'll do Catherine Pooler next week. So I've got, that one's Check Engine. And then we have Guppy. And let's see, do I have anything else? I do have some Roar in his regular, and I have Traffic Cone. Now I just had an idea for a different background. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Do I have plastic down here? I think I do. So this is something I haven't really done in a bit. I got me a piece of plastic here. So I'm going to just put down a little bit of each of the colors. This one, because of it being a felt pad, is a little bit harder to put down the color on there. So we got a little bit of Roar. This one's also a felt pad. And then I've got my Check Engine. And then I've got my spray bottle. Probably putting too much water down. That's okay. I can also add some more color if I want to. But let's spread it around a little bit. And this does work really well on watercolor. I'm going to go on watercolor paper. I'm just doing it on regular cardstock. This is some Nina Solar White, which doesn't really like having excess water. So the more, if you're going to use a lot of water and you're doing a kind of a smushing technique, you may, thank you for the bits. Let's see if the bits goal thing, it does work. It does work. Down here underneath our little rascal, I've got the bits goal on there. I don't normally have the goals on there, and I never know for sure if it's going to work, but it worked. So we've got 20 bits so far for today. Thank you so much. Oops, I'm spilling some of it off. Let's turn it over, and we're going to give kind of a watercolory look background. See if I can pick up some of that I spilled off of there. And I kind of want a little bit more. And I think I want more of the guppy because you guys can't see it as well. It is a bit, it's darker in the center here and it's got a little bit of light on the side. So one side is guppy and the other side is check engine. And those are the ones that have got a little bit more of the orangey, yellowy kind of look in the orange. Whereas traffic cone and roar both have a little bit more red in them. Okay, so put a little bit of that. Oh, I think I want to put a little bit of the red in there. So I'm going to add a little bit of the roar on here too. Maybe I'll just put some down over here. Okay. And I just ran my finger through there to kind of mix in the water with the colors. And I'm going to go this time. I'm going to go with the yellows over onto the side here. There we go. And basically the only reason you do it like this, where you're pressing it down instead of the other way around where you're pressing the card into the mess. And you can do it on a glass surface too. If you do it on plastic, you can get a little bit more control over where the colors go. So I'm going to let this dry. And I'm probably going to change it up a little bit and add a little bit more color on there, but I'm basically winding up adding a lot of the yellowish orange in there. Why is this not plugged in? Did it come unplugged? Give me a second. I'm going to put my bee right back up real quick. About that. Yeah, it looks like at some point something pulled a cord out of the power strip and this is the one that came unplugged. I didn't know. Ruth is off for dinner. Chris says don't forget to smash the like. Thank you so much. I'm also going to give Ms. Ruth a shout out real quick because she does have a YouTube channel too. So give her some love over there as well. Hey, Ms. Ruth Nagus. So we're losing Ruth Miser, but now we're getting Ruth Nagus. Terry Cooper says, had to go up to Dollar General, and when I came out, it was sleeting. Whoever sent their cold... Oh, okay. Whoever sent their cold, freezing sleet down here to Willow Spring, North Carolina, you need to take it back. Seriously. Carmen says hi to Tamara. Okay, I've got most of it dry. So I'm going to set it to the side and we're going to go ahead and cut out some little telephones. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so cool. It's been a while since I've done this. I've been using the brushes more for adding color for the background. And you have to remember, there's lots of ways to get a similar look. This is a kind of a fun, easy way to go. You can go direct to paper with your inks. You can go ink smushing like this. You can do ink blending, all the different things. Chris says, hey, Terry Cooper, I'm hoping to have some downtime to play Fortnite. Yay. I'm hoping to have some downtime to play Fortnite too. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I need to. And I think on the 14th, if I remember correctly, that's probably when Winterfront Fest is happening, which means we're going to have snow and we're going to have, we're going to be able to go into the winter cabin and get free stuff, and it's going to be fun. And yeah. Okay, so we've got We've got our orangey background. I'm kind of thinking I want to go with peach. Kind of thinking I want to go with the peach color for our telephone. So let's see what I have in my bag, in my box thing. Todd's wandering off again. He does that. He wanders. He wanders. He says, I wander about many things. So here's some of actually, that is a really good match. This is some of the cardstock that we made last week or earlier this week, something like that. Here's a red. Here's a dark red. Here's another smaller one of that first red. This is the right color, but what I really need to do with this one is I need to use it as a stencil, I think. That's what this needs to be. That would be kind of a cool fall stencil. Got some yellow. I have some orange. I think what I'm going to wind up doing is using layers of Love Struck because I think that's probably the best match. So it does not look like in this. Here's a piece of cardstock I can use for that because it's already been partially used. Okay, so I think what I'm going to wind up doing is using some white scraps to make some of the other colors because I really like that one. And Love Struck is close. Love Struck is very, very close. This is actually a little bit more red than this. This is a little bit more orange. That's a little, so it's kind of a corally color, but this one is a little bit more on the pink coral, but I think it's a really good match. And then adding in one of the darker pinks would probably do good for the trees, but I'm not sure. I think it's going to be close enough, and that's the thing. This is just inspiration. Tigger snuck back in. Yes, he did. And Jen is always going to call you Tigger, honey. I'm sorry. But he says indeed. He's doing things and trying to ignore me. It doesn't really work. Because Tiggers are
wonderful things.
Because Tiggers are wonderful things. And the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one.
Oh my God, your voice is cracking so bad. His voice cracked so bad. It was like he was prepubescent. I mean, oh gosh. Okay, and there they are. I was thinking I lost this for a second. So my thought is I kind of need this piece and this piece I think should be darker. And I'm probably going to do more than... Yes, he is the only one. Thank you, Ruth Negus. Yeah, he says, and that's a good thing. Yes. All right, I think I'm going to do... Will that fit? I kind of want to do more than one. So we're gonna play. We're gonna see how it looks on everything before I just make my final decisions. Jen says I need to clip that for Todd. There's a lot of things I should probably not clip for Todd. He's been amusing me for 20 years, guys. He has. Almost. It'll be 20 years in May, I think. No, I think you amused me the first time I met you and I wasn't interested. I thought he was just weird. And you know what? I was right.
Exactly.
But the thing is, at that point in time, I didn't know that I was actually liking that kind of weird. I just thought, oh my God, what is wrong with this dude? Okay, now if I want dimension, I don't think I can put foam behind this piece. So if I want dimension for the dial, yes, I know we are all weird. Oh, I'm sorry. Jen just said W-E-I-R-E-D. La 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 la. Yes, I did not know that he would be as amusing as he is, but he is. He amuses me every day, and I love him to bits. Wait, did I say that out loud? Okay. Get rid of all those. Also, all the little dots that I just threw in the trash, you could always save them and use them for a shaker. I have lots of shaker bits though, so I don't really need them. And I have a tendency to kind of throw the stuff away, or I wind up not using them and then not making enough shakers. Okay, we're gonna grab out some more of that pretty pink. I've also got Prom Queen. Do I want to use Prom Queen? Maybe a combination of Prom Queen and Love Struck would look nice. I don't know. Where's my Love Struck? It's in there somewhere. It's hiding. Oh, Stupid Cupid. Stupid Cupid is the one I was thinking of. Why do I keep saying Love Struck? Because that's another color, and I don't know if it's actually in a stellar ink, but I don't think I have it yet. If it's a stellar color, I will have it. Okay, I have to see what Terry Cooper did. Terry just clipped it. The Todd, aka the Tigger. Honey, she clipped you. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of Prom Queen down and then, well, no, I'm going to put this down first. I'm going to put our Stupid Cupid down. Okay. I did put it over this other color. Is that the color I want? Because this is marker. I think I want some Prom Queen. So I'm going to actually add some Prom Queen to this. Just loading up my brush. And I'm just going to add some down. So it's not going to be as dark of the Prom Queen on there. It's going to be mostly Stupid Cupid. But it should make it a little darker than the Stupid Cupid was. And let's see. I think that's going to be about the right color that I want. Yep. All right. So now we're going to die cut this one out. So yes, you can. Now you feel old looking at the telephone die. Oh my God. So now what we're going to be doing, we're able to make this, you can make your own colors. You can mix your own colors with your inks. So I'm putting this one down. I'm just going to die cut that out. I may wind up doing more than one. But this is going to be a cute one. I mean, you could add lots of different things with your little, and I may have to look at, I think I'm going to have to look into my bins of extras and see what kind of floral stuff I have. Okay.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
Okay, so that layers up like that. And then the phone. And then this piece, we can, if we want to, put in that gap. I think this is cute. It's cute. But I do think I need to cut this piece out a few more times because I need to have something to make those two pieces pop up a little bit. This one I think needs to pop up at least one. This one I think needs to pop up more than one. So let's go ahead and die cut out a few more of these. And this is going to make it so I don't have to use foam tape behind those little pieces that don't really work with it. I think I kind of want to keep that color, so I'm just going to go and use some white cardstock. And this one is a heavyweight, so it's basically a card base that I kind of messed up on for something. And if I need to color the edges, I can. You know, if it makes it so it's too visible behind the other pieces, I can definitely do that. Okay, so here's the first one. And let's do another one. And the way that you're going to get different dimension on each of the pieces is basically how many of each one you're going to use. Like I'm planning on using more of the dial than I am the rest of the phone. And then we still have to do the cord. Okay. Is there room? There is room for one more of these. Okay, great. Terry says, we had a rotary and dial-up phone at one time, Jen, when I was growing up. I had one of those, I think it may have been a push button. I think the one in their dining room may have been a push button when the push buttons first came out. So we had the push button one in the kitchen right next to the dining room. And it had the very extremely long cord. So yeah, so I would sit under the dining room table. I remember on Christmas Day calling up people. I don't remember if they were, I think it was everybody that I had their phone number for. I don't even know that they were actually good friends or anything, but I basically called up everybody and we would just say, you know, what we got for Christmas and yada, yada, yada. I remember doing that for Christmas for several years. Pokeball followed me. What? Welcome in, Pokeball. I don't know who Pokeball is, but welcome. That is fun. That's a fun name. And this one is, well, I could just use it straight. This is going to be the one I put behind here, and it's going to be basically just straight because I was thinking I should cut that out, and I'm not going to do it. You had a rotary and we're on a party line. Yeah, I think I was lucky not to be on a party line. I don't remember being on a party line at any point, but I know what they are. Of course, I also remember watching Beverly Hillbillies, and they had a party line before they moved to Beverly Hills, and they loved it because they loved listening in on all the gossip and stuff. The era of prank calls and never get caught before caller ID. Yes, exactly. So welcome in, Passion. Hello, hello. Welcome in, honey. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. And I'm thinking that one extra layer is just enough to give it the dimension that I'm looking for. So now I need to fill in these. And I'm probably going to use that one too. But I do need to poke out all of these little holes because I want there to be dimension there too for all of the finger holes too. That looks like that's not going to work. I'll try it from this side. There we go. Now it's popping out. Some of these did not want to pop out because it was heavier cardstock and did not want to poke out. Party line you are. I know you guys kind of feel like you're on a party line at the end of my stream sometimes when we keep talking and y'all can hear it. I think that only happens really over on the Twitch side, though, because I've been going and doing the, we've been raiding off. We've been raiding off on Twitch. Okay, so Terry Cooper asks, Pokeball38, welcome to the Craftosphere. How did you find Debbie J? I'd love to know that, too. How'd you find us? Yesterday you heard Ronan? Yeah, we had Ronan on here yesterday, Jen. You know that. I have no idea what you're talking about. All I remember is hotlines for the wrestling and singers in the 80s and 90s. I think what Chris is saying is he slept since then. Okay, so that one is a double layer of the centerpiece. And I think I do need this one. So I need to pop that one out. And I can use that other piece possibly for something later on. I'm a crafter and like watching people do crafts while I doodle. Fabulous! Yay! Do you have a channel? Do we need to take a look and see what you do? You just rated off before he was still... Oh, just before... Yeah, you did say that. Yeah. Yeah, I was rating off, and the Discord chat was still going to the stream. And yeah, I know. It feels like you're on a party line when you get to hear me and Ronan still chat. So I noticed that that happens sometimes with Elizabeth, so we have been intentionally not saying anything until I say, okay, we're good. We were on a party. Grandma says we were on a party line for years. My mom still has the original phone number that my great grandfather was set up in the 40s. Wow. I remember my phone number from when I was a kid, but you know what? I don't have that phone number anymore. I'm not in the same state, so that's one reason. And they changed the area codes. So the number I had is no longer the number I had anymore. I do have a channel, but it's mostly gaming, but don't do stuff on Twitch since I don't have a capture card. I get that one. I don't have a capture card. I do everything PC, so the bit of gaming that I do everything through OBS. So it's an alternative. So there are ways to get around it even if you don't have a capture card. Okay, so now we have a little dimension there. And then this is going to go over the top there. I think that's going to be cool. Now I need to figure out what am I doing with this last die. So this one, it kind of looks backwards. Because my thought is it should go like this, but it doesn't look like it fits right. I'll cut it out and we'll see. So I think I need to do another one in dark color. So I'm going to do it out of this, and we're going to see what that looks like when we put it all together and see. Because I'm probably just remembering it, just thinking about it wrong. But I'm also going to cheat. I'm going to look at the box. Okay, yeah, it says that it goes in there and goes, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go. So just like that. It's just that this top piece does not look like it fits right, but maybe it does. I'm going to cut it out and we're going to see. And this one, I don't really care if there's any kind of dimension on it because it's kind of back behind it all. Where's my little... Did I lose it? I don't want to lose my Simon Hurley things. There we go. How about wrapping wire and use instead? That is actually an idea too. But if I did do the wrapping of wire as a card, it would smush the wire or the wire would go in the wrong area. But that is definitely an option you could do with yours. Oh, by the way, I did see that this was available a couple of days ago on scrapbook.com. I haven't looked. And I don't remember if I added that to the description over here on YouTube. I need to check that because I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay, I did add the link for scrapbook.com. I'm going to check the link real quick to see if it is still available for you guys. Because a couple of days ago when I checked, the Advent Calendar was available on scrapbook.com. Because, you know, it's showing that it is right now on scrapbook.com for $50. So you may be able to get the Advent Calendar if you don't already have it. Okay. I do like having my magnets on my desk because then I can just throw things over there and it works. Alrighty. There's my phone. So here we go. This is the way the phone goes. Let me get rid of that little dot. It goes like this. And then this is supposed to go. Okay, it works. It works perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. And this is, again, we're making dimension without foam for once. But you know that that means that the whole thing is going to pop up on foam, right? You know that. Because why?
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
Yes, I know it's delicious, Jen, but you know what? That's not what I was saying. I wanted to know, why do you know that we're going to use foam? I kind of want to put glitter on here too, so I might have to do that. Because a glittery phone. Okay, just like that. There we go. So now we have our little phone, and I do have some of this. This is my, this pen is Spectrum Noir. You can also use Wink of Stella. You can use a lot of different things. And I'm just adding, I'm brushing out a lot of glittery goodness over the top of my entire little phone. Passion wants to know if they've been naughty or nice. And Passion has been nice. Gets all the presents. Okay, so right now, to me, we are using the right colors. Okay, we are using the right colors. However, this is too bright. There's not enough contrast. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do something behind the phone that is a darker color that goes along with this. So maybe a brown. So maybe do an oval or an oval or a circle behind it. So let me take a look. I know I've got my ovals over here, so I'm probably going to use that. Actually, it's not in this bin. It's in my other bin. Let me grab my other bin. Ooh, I could do that too. Actually, I just had a different idea. Where did I put that stencil? I have a stencil I haven't used yet because it's a Simon Hurley that I just got in. Did I put it in my other bin? I probably put it in my other bin that I put out of the way yesterday because I had too big of a mess everywhere. So I don't think I put it away. Give me a sec. Sorry, guys. Bum, 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 bum. Somebody sing so that y'all aren't bored. I don't want y'all to be bored. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Where did I put that friggin' stencil? I want to use it. It's a new stencil. There it is. So this one is a stencil and mask, and it is called Whimsical Ovals from Simon Hurley. And I think that would be a good one to kind of put in the middle here. I told you, it is brand new, meaning I haven't even taken it off, taking the adhesive, the little pieces of tape off for the masks part, and haven't put it away. It's still all out. So kind of thinking That's probably a good one. I will use that. Put that off to the side. Everything is flat. I got to take these other things off because they are just kind of flapping around. And this is also one of his older stencils. This is the old stencil material. So Jen says, you can't hear us sing, thankfully. So I kind of want to use this one. And let's go with, I did say brown, so we're going to go with brown. And as long as I don't use one of the grippy mats, I'm fine with this one. That's the thing. If you're using one of the stencils, the older stencil material from Simon Hurley, just remember one of the sides is glossy and the other one has a film on there that you can accidentally remove. All right, so we're going to go with, we have some Weeping Willow. Did I have another brown? I have Cookie Dough. I don't think I have any other brown, so I think that's the ones that I have of Simon's. Because I think he's got at least one other, but I don't think I have that one. So we're going to start, I'm going to start with the lighter color. Why? Because you can always add a darker, you can't really add a lighter and do the same thing. You want it to do, you want to start with your lighter color first if you're going to do any kind of a variation of color. And Cookie Dough is really nice and light. I have a feeling I'm going to want to come back in with the darker. And the Cookie Dough is almost like the color of that moon too. So it still goes with our same color scheme. And I'm being careful not to go on the outside of the stencil because I don't want any of the color there. I have a feeling I'm going to need to just come back in with the Weeping Willow and just go with it. So let's take a look. Yeah, you can't really see where there is a difference. All right, let me line that back up. And we're going to just do some of the Weeping Willow. That'll bring that dark organic color in. And I know I'm covering up all of that pretty orange. It's okay. And y'all are thinking, oh my God, what is she doing? Orange is still visible. That's a good thing. I'm also thinking about splatter because, yeah, that's a fun way to do a background too. Okay, so then we have our little phone. It almost looks like an old coffee table, guys. Do you remember those coffee tables that were kind of in a triangle kind of shape? It kind of looks like one of those. I think I like this. I am going to do some splatter, and I'm not going to add legs to it. I think I want to do some of the... Well, we're going to start with a little bit of water. So let me grab my Tim Holtz sprayer. If I can remember where I put it. Of course, it's right in front of me. Okay, a little bit there. We're going vintage, guys. We are going vintage, and I really kind of think that having those organic colors works well with this. And then we've got the sparkly, pink sparkly girls' room telephone. Makes me kind of think it needs fur also, you know? Of course, that might be just that I was watching Ted Lasso the last few days, and Kaylee was very much girly and fur and feathers and all the things. Okay. Do I want to do that or do I want to try to do white? I could try to do white ink. I think white's going to go better. So let me get a block. And I've got my Gina K. I'm just going to do a little bit. There we go. And just add a little bit of water to that. To make a little bit of splatter. Yeah, I don't see anything. I think I need more ink. Not enough ink for all around the table. I know, right? Okay, that's where I think I had too much water and not enough ink first time around. So let's see. Now I don't have enough water. Now I have too much water again. Now, what will probably work better is if I were to actually try to start doing some of this with gouache. And this is just absorbing into it. It's not doing anything like what I'm wanting. Okay, I'm going to have to try... Where's my watercolors? I do have watercolors around here somewhere. I can't do that right now. I don't know where this stuff is. Okay, I'm going to try again with a little bit more white. I'm just going to try mixing in two different pieces. Carmen is singing. Carmen says, Chris, keep it going. What are we keeping going? Krampus? Y'all can keep the bits coming. That would be helpful. This is absorbing straight into the card. So we're getting a little bit of splatter, but not much. Okay, let's do a little bit of the black. It's going to be gray if I put it on the same thing. Let me clean this up. So it did give it, at least it gave a little bit of texture to the coffee table, right? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. That didn't do anything either. My brush is not one to pick this stuff up. And then, of course, my spray bottle is trying to do more. Yeah, I do need a good white splatter. I just don't do a lot of splatter is the thing. It's one of those things I know I need to experiment with and do more of. And to be honest, the part of the table that is doing the absorbing is all in that center, probably because it's not dry. That's okay. We got a little bit of splatter down.
Thanks, Auntie Cootie.
So let me clean this up, and then I'm going to hit it with my heat gun, and we're going to say it's good, and then we can put it on a card. Alrighty? The Todd roamed back in. He made his way back into the craftosphere. Oh, did you call them?
No.
Not yet.
You're annoying.
Because I'm annoying?
No, you're on the line. You're online.
He needs to make a phone call sometime today. I asked him if he called them because he could have done it from another room. And he said, no, because you're online. And I thought he said because I was annoying.
Or both.
I'm going to throw something at you. Alrighty. All hail the craftosphere! I think I'm going to have to set up in Spark. We're going to have to set up something with the name of Craftosphere. Oh no, Todd is permanently in the bubble. That's what Jen said, honey. So yeah, maybe I need to rename the free tier the Craftosphere or something. I don't know. I gotta think of something. Okay, so this does have kind of an interesting texture. It does look kind of organic, which was what our card did for today, right? I think I'm going to have to run this through my regular die cutting machine to flatten it out because this is really this was not watercolor paper. This is what happens when you use regular cardstock. It warps a lot. So I'm just going to run this through. There's no dye or anything, but hopefully this will help it to... Yeah, I don't have P.H. Martin's bleed proof white yet. That's the thing. I haven't done enough splatter to really start looking into getting a better way to do it. Okay, I need this to go in between things so that maybe it'll do a better job of flattening out because I want this to flatten out more. I could put it under a book, but I don't really wanna because I want to finish the card, which you know what that means? It means foam on the back of the panel because that's one thing that definitely helps. A kid'll eat Ivy too, wouldn't you? Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the... So Chris, I told everybody to start singing, Todd. And what does Chris do? He starts writing in the lyrics to the song that he is virtually singing. I'll post a pic in Discord for everyone to see that's what I've seen all the big names use. Oh yeah, I mean I've seen that too. So good, that would be great. That lets everybody use it. I do like Jennifer McGuire. I do like Kathy Zilski. I do like Christina Werner, and they are really good at a lot of things. Christina is really, really good when it comes to a lot of watercolor. That's one of my favorite things that she does different. So yeah. Hi, Kenny. I have a hard time with splatter. Gina came out with a stamp that looks like splatter. There's a lot of them out there. There's a splatter look better press plate that Spellbinders did too. So there's a lot of different ones. It's like I don't think about it until I'm not going to go look for the things. But I don't even think about it until it's a little too late. So we've got this. We've got our little phone. We're going to do the sentiment from yesterday's sentiments. Where did I put that? I'm basically almost done, guys, by the way, in case you were wondering. I got to use my new stencil, and I need to use it more because it's got 4 different shapes, plus it's got masks in those same shapes, so that is going to be so fun, which is why I got the thing. All right, where did I put my sentiments? This is what happens. This is what happens when I have too much stuff on my desk again. I've got a card base, so that's good. I've got my magnet for my phone. Let's put all the pieces there. And it's only 3 dies. You know, how about that? I've got my list of winners. Here it is. It was under stuff, and I knew it was going to be here. Carmen, we are as in olden days. Happy golden days of your faithful friends who are dear to us. Gather near to us once more. Have yourself a merry... Todd's going to kill me. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Don't start singing Mariah Carey.
He told me not to start singing Mariah Carey. I think I want to actually stamp this directly onto the panel. And I kind of want to do Let's Chat Soon, just because. Of course, we could do 2. Because we've got Let's Chat Soon and I'm Here For You. And I think that is a really good combination. So we're going to do that. I'm getting out my Misty this time instead of the big old honking thing. My brand new 2.0. I also need to make sure that it's close enough to the center that I can trim the edges. And I think those are pretty straight. So now that I've got it on here, I'm going to look at the grid. Each of these things, most stamp platforms have got some kind of a grid so you can make sure everything is lined up pretty well. This one definitely does. And it's really, really close. I think this one just needs a little tiny adjustment. Teeny weeny. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul. I'm not sure if I can get in trouble for singing any of those things. Okay, so what color do I think I need? I think I want to do, for the sentiment, why not do it in Prom Queen? We'll do it in Prom Queen, and then if I don't like it with the color, I can always do black. We can always do black over it. So let me hold that down. I need to clean my sticky mat. It's got too much embossing powder and stuff on there. So it's not wanting to grip that paper at all because I got too much stuff on it. Trees and Santas. Okay, now it feels like it's got a little bit of sticky. I just need to clean it. Okay. It may not have enough sticky for this. Yeah, it still doesn't have quite enough sticky for the warpness. Where's another little magnet? Here we go. So I need to put up here and here. Those are the two areas I need to be able to stamp to. And those look fine. I think I'm going to move this over here to the little bit more. And it is down in the corner. If you keep it in the corner, you're good. So we're going to go ahead and stamp in Prom Queen. See what it looks like. Again, if we don't like the color or if the color doesn't pop enough, we can go back over it in some VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Oh, this actually looks good. What do y'all think? Is that dark enough? I'm going to go one more layer real quick. I'm thinking this may work fine. And before pulling it out, does it need to be in black? You guys need to let me know. And while you're doing that, since we are getting really close to the card being done, I'm going to go ahead and, number one, make sure to reset the giveaway. And then we're going to go ahead and start that. So let me know what y'all think. Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. A kid'll eat ivy too. Tar says, gotta go. Company's here. Well, before you go, you need to get in on the giveaway, honey. Jen says, beautiful. So go ahead and hit the exclamation point join to get into the giveaway if you want to win the card. And so yeah, Tara, since you said that you were leaving, I would say go ahead and get in on it and then just check back and watch the replay ending to see if you win. Okay. So you guys are fine with the Stellar ink, with the Prom Queen. Okay, I'm going to go with this. We're going to take it out. And that's what the front of the card's going to look like. I was wondering what that sound was. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to just hang up. Somebody called me. I'm not answering because I don't know who they are. Anyway, we're going to trim this down just a little bit. And I think we're going to also do with the decal trimmer. I haven't done that in a bit. So let's trim just a little bit off all 4 sides and cut it down to our 4. Well, hello, Olivia. Welcome. So it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And I think I'm going to cut more of it off of a couple of sides to kind of get it centered, I think. Go bring about there. So this one is going to be to the 4-inch mark. And then this one's going to be to the 5 1/4 mark. Okay, and then we have our card base. So everything's going to get popped up. I kind of think I'm going to go, should I add some ink around the edges? I think I want to. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and score and fold our card base. Let me get the inks out of the way. And I just realized I have no music playing. That's one reason why it's so boring for y'all. It's the music back. It's there. It's very quiet. Okay. Bum, bum. Yep. Oh. The goal thingy changed. It got changed to follower goal. I have 488 followers, I think, so far on Twitch with a goal of 500. I didn't realize that it was going to rotate. That's cool. So if you're not following me on Twitch yet, hit that follow button. I just noticed that. You guys probably did. Kelly, I love the nail polish shakers. I'm going to have to take a look and see what Kelly did. Okay, we're adding some foam to the back. And again, if you want to get in on the giveaway, go ahead and type into the chat !join on YouTube or on Twitch, either one. To get into the giveaway, we will be giving away this card in just a couple minutes because I'm almost done. I'm actually getting done quicker today than I thought, which means I should have time to get at least one video edited. I have another that I need to record that's for a summit, and I've only got a couple of days to get that one finished. So I do need to do that. And another thing I want to get done is I want to start moving some of the workshops over to Spark. So I need to add them to Spark first, and then I would need to start removing them on the Twitch side, but I don't want anyone who has access to any of them to not have access. So that's a whole multiple step process. Chris says, me too, Carmen. So what did Carmen say? Olivia's in the giveaway. Yay. We love new Twitchland members only. Debbie J's Crafting Island. What? Oh my God! You just gave me an idea. Maybe we need to do a crafting island kind of thing where you get voted off. That would be fun. That's too negative though. I don't want negativity, but that would be funny. Where no one will ever vote Ronan off the island. I still don't know what it was. Kelly had Carmen had said, Kelly, I love the nail polish shakers and okay, I see. So Terry was saying we love new Twitchland members on Debbie J's Crafting Island. That's what it was she was saying. Okay. Yeah, it's apparently Chris likes the nail polish shakers too. So I have to go and look and see what you did there. I wish I had more time to watch everybody's videos. I really do. Okay, so it's got a little bit of pink around the edges that kind of just makes it pop a little bit more off of the page. Then we're going to put our little phone. And yes, we're popping our foam up on, hey, Danielle, we're going to pop our phone up. And Danielle just entered twice. She entered on both sides because she has learned the secret of the Craftosphere. And Todd's probably thinking, oh my God, will you just shut up? I love you, honey. Terry Cooper says foam because foam is life. Chris says foam is life. I'm sorry, Christine says foam is life, and Danielle says feet because she wanted your feet alert. I don't know if Todd's been getting jealous or not of Ronan because you guys have been giving Ronan a lot more attention lately than him. Ilka, hey honey. Did you see I sent you an email, Ilka? I think I sent you an email. You'll have to tell me for sure if I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Did I send out an email about today's lives last night? Did I set that? I don't remember if I did that. Now that would suck if I didn't. I think I did. I'm gonna have to, now I have to check. That's why we don't have as many people in here. I didn't send you guys the reminders. I am sorry, guys. But that just means that there were fewer of you to get in on the giveaway for our card. I am sorry. I mean, I really thought I did it. I did all the other things, and apparently I got tired. My brain just decided to shut down at some point, and I forgot to do my email last night. I have to make sure I remember to do it for tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be live at noon Eastern, and then everybody who is an Ignite member or has signed up for the class on EDU, you guys will be able to come and hang out with me. And okay, Jen's going to be there. We already know that. But you'll be able to hang out with us for our workshop at 3 p.m. Eastern. Terry says the Todd has gotten years of attention. We give Ronan a lot of attention because we are trying to turn him into crafty Ronan. Oh, Terry, you know what? Somebody needs to tattle on her and tell the Ronan what she said. Okay, Ilka says, I got a lot of mails from your Spark. Yes, because you are now a member of Spark. So there were a couple of people that got the Ignite membership that I went ahead and signed you up for the free version and for the Ignite for 30 days. So you'll be able to come and hang out with us tomorrow when we do our workshop at 3 p.m. Eastern. So you are there. Fine, I won't show up for detention. Okay, we need to go ahead and give this away, and I have some other things I need to get done, including making sure I do an email for tomorrow's live stream after resetting up the live stream correctly, because this morning I just hit the wrong frickin' button. I even have them labeled with what the day is so that I don't do that, and I did it anyway. Anyway, let's see who our winner is gonna be. Is everybody in the giveaway that wants to get in on the giveaway for this one? And the color really doesn't do it justice. This really looks a lot, in my mind, it looks a lot prettier than what is showing up right now. I think that just sometimes lighting for video just sucks. It is what it is. Let me see if I can get back to a page to maybe do a little bit of better color. Let's go a little bit darker. Here we go. Now that looks a little bit more like what it is. We do have kind of that watercolory orangey background. We've got the organic brown in the center there. And then we have the bright pink. And this does go really, I mean, it doesn't have the same proportion of color, but I did use the colors from this. And you guys know that is what my goal is right now, is to do more using different colors. This is not a color design that I normally would have done. I would have had blue in there somewhere. And maybe a purple phone. It probably would have been a teal. Just saying. Okay, Tamara says, I need to sign up for the membership. Somebody type in !Spark to take her to the, so she can get to the website for that one. And then you can do the regular free version, or you can get Spark Ignite, which also includes the workshops. So that is, and Terry wants me to just do the thing. Terry, do !Spark first.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
Nobody's doing it. Do I have to do it? Okay. Now we have a few people that did it. Thank you. So that is a link so that you can get in on Spark. So Jen and Terry and Chris all did it. Thank you, guys. So if you're interested in getting in on the membership tomorrow and doing it as a membership part, you can do that. Or you can go to edu.wj's Crafting Corner to sign up for the individual workshop. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the drum roll. And I will go ahead and first order of business is going to be to make sure that I get the new workshop set up on Spark, because I thought I already had. And thank you guys for checking that and saying, oh no, you didn't, because I probably wouldn't have checked it until tomorrow. And I'd rather it be there for you guys today. Alrighty, drum roll. And our winner for the telephone is gonna be who's it? Oh no, I didn't. I did it again. I reset it again. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. One of the things that I was trying to research earlier this week was how to set up an actual Stream Deck button to do just the thing instead of it. It's like on the Social Stream Ninja app, it's got it right beside the select winner, so I accidentally did the wrong thing. So join again! Exclamation point join. Yeah. Or I get to keep it. This just means I get to keep it. If you guys don't enter again, I get to keep it. Okay, we have 3 people in there. Okay, 4. So if 5. Okay. Fine. Fine. It's all fine. This is a cute little phone. It really is. I do have other ideas for it, but this is what came together this time. It's like, you know, you have an idea in your head and sometimes you just kind of roll, kind of roll. Okay, I'm going to tell this one I need to duplicate that email, and I need to go ahead
We interrupt our
open that up
program to bring you this important message. I love
Thank you, Jen.
Now back to our show.
So we are up to 16 people in the giveaway. I don't remember. That might actually be more than what we had the first time around. So is anybody else going to get in on it right now? So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to drum roll again. And I'm going to hit the correct button. Or I'm just going to keep the card. I'm just going to give up for the day. It's been a day like that. Okay. I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all have been wonderful. But sometimes just things happen. And it's like, what in the world was I thinking? Alrighty. 16. Are we going to take it to 20? Can we take it to 20? Are there 4 more people that want the giveaway card? Let me see how many people are watching right now over on YouTube. We have more than 20 people just watching on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, type exclamation point join and just let us know you're here. I need to put the giveaway thing behind that one. That's something else I want to do. Let's see. Where is it? I'm giving you a chance to get in on the giveaway, by the way. You know? Giving you a chance. A slight chance, but still. Okay. Cheryl! Hey, Cheryl! Okay, I'm going to move that above all the things. And behind Tangier. I think that's a good placement for it. 18 people in the giveaway. 19. Okay, can we get it up to 20? One more person, and then I can go ahead and hit the button. I have my hand is hovering over the drum roll. We have a cat. Okay, and then over on Twitch, what do we have on Twitch? We have another 10 people over on Twitch. So YouTube has got... Danielle just wants me to hit the button. And Todd is saying, click it! Click it! Okay, here comes the drum roll. And our winner, I am hovering over the select winner button, is Miss Danielle Brown. Congratulations, honey. Here is the form for you to fill out to claim your prize. For those of you guys who won yesterday's drawing, yesterday at 11, we did a big spinning. I did like over 30 people won something from my massive giveaway. So if for that matter, if you entered last week and you didn't watch the video yet, go watch the video, because everybody that was that entered with a valid entry did win. So go ahead and do that, and yeah, you need to claim your prize. There's some that I have to have you claim them, otherwise I can't send you the stuff because I need additional information. So be sure to claim your prizes. And we do have quite a few that did, but we also have quite a few that did not claim their stuff yet. And the sooner I get those in, the sooner I can send the information off to other companies that have been our wonderful sponsors, so that they can get the prizes sent off to you. Okay. We're going to go ahead and end now, but here we go. It's all sparkle. Okay, now you can see the sparkle. See all that sparkle? It's a sparkly, shiny. Yeah, it's a glittery phone. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me again today. I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. And let me go ahead and do the credits. So thank you to my YouTube members, my Twitch subs, and everybody who has been hanging out in the chat and keeping us all so very well entertained. You guys rock. I love having you guys here every day. And I will see you guys again tomorrow at noon. When we end here, I will be raiding off to someone over on Twitch. So if you are on Twitch, hang around. If you're on YouTube and you want to go over to Twitch to go on to another channel, head over there real quick. It's twitch.tv/Debbie J's Crafting Corner. And I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. Bye, guys.